Remnant 2 is the latest Souls-like third-person shooter from Gunfire Games, set for release on the 25th of July, in which players can take on the apocalypse either solo or in 3-player co-op. One of the biggest decisions that you will make is what starting class to play as. There are 5 archetypes available to choose from, and this video is aimed to give you an insight into each of the classes, how they play, and what abilities they have to offer, so that you can make the most informed decision when jumping into Remnant 2 for the first time. So let's jump in. First up is the Challenger. The Challenger is a close to mid-range destroyer, dealing brutal damage with their huge greatsword or up-close shotgun. Their perks are designed around dealing heavy damage, wearing heavy armor, and reducing incoming damage from nearby enemies. They are in essence a tank class. This is reinforced by their unique prime perk, Die Hard. When receiving fatal damage, the Challenger pounds the ground, refusing to die, and instantly revives, becoming invulnerable for 5 seconds and regenerating 100% of their max health. Die Hard is a powerful ability that allows the Challenger to stay in the fight, although it can't be abused as the perk has a long cooldown of 10 minutes. The Challenger's first skill is War Stomp. This creates a high impact tremor that deals massive damage and additional stagger in a forward cone up to 7.5 meters. It is a great ability for dealing with swarms of enemies or staggering elites. Their second skill is Juggernaut. Use of this ability makes the archetype nearly unstoppable, taking drastically reduced damage, providing a 15% boost to movement and melee speed, and increasing melee damage by 50%. The Challenger's third skill is Rampage. When activated, the Challenger enters a heightened state of battle, which increases their fire rate, reload speed, and movement speed. Dealing high damage to enemies grants 1 stack of rage. Each stack boosts ranged damage by 5% per stack. Upon reaching 10 stacks, the Challenger goes berserk, which reloads their current firearm and doubles the effects of Rampage for a further 20 seconds, making them into an all-out killing machine. Finally, the Challenger's unique archetype trait is Strong Back. This reduces armor encumbrance, allowing players to wear heavier armor without the weight penalty. If you're a player that enjoys high-octane up-close action, then the Challenger may just be the class for you. Next up is the Handler. The Handler and their loyal companion work together to take down enemies. They are a jack of all trades and bring a bit of everything to the fight, and possibly the best class to choose if you're planning to play the game solo, as you won't be alone having your trusty companion beside you to watch your back. The Handler's perks are designed for utility. They boost movement and revive speeds for the entire team. When the companion is near the Handler, they automatically heal over time, and the speed at which they heal can be greatly increased if you show them some love. Good boy. The Hunter's prime perk is Bonded. When the Handler is down, the companion will attempt to revive them with 50% max health. They can also be used to revive allies with a simple command. The prime perk Bonded could be a lifesaver if you choose to face the hordes of the apocalypse alone. The Handler's abilities also work differently to other archetypes. Instead, these modify the behaviors of your companion, granting them passive buffs and activatable skills. The first behavior is Guard Dog. When activated, the dog companion will follow the player. They gain 15% increased threat and 20% reduced damage. This makes them a tank class, taking all the aggro and protecting the player while they regroup. You can also instruct the companion to guard an ally. Holding the button causes the dog to activate their howl, reducing damage by 15% for all allies within 20 meters and generating additional threat for the companion, acting as even more of a decoy. Their second behavior is Support Dog. When activated, the companion continuously heals allies within 3.5 meters. Activating their Howl by holding down the button grants 2% of max health per second and boosts movement speed for all allies by 25%. The third behavior for the companion is Attack Dog. This turns them into a damage dealer as they gain a 20% damage buff. You can also set them attacking enemies randomly with a single press of the button, but if you double tap, you can tell them to target a specific enemy. Activating the Howl will also increase damage by 20% for all allies within a 20-meter radius for 20 seconds. Finally, the handler's unique archetype trait is Kinship, which reduces friendly fire damage dealt and received by 80%, allowing the handler to focus on damaging enemies without worrying about accidentally hitting their allies. If you're looking for a well-balanced class to bring to the team or want some insurance when jumping into Remnant 2 solo, the handler may be the right class for you. The third available archetype is the Gunslinger. The Gunslinger is a master of high fire rate, weapon handling, and ammo efficiency. Their role, pure damage. Not surprising given that their perks are designed around maximizing DPS. This is reinforced by their prime perk, Loaded. When activating any Gunslinger skill, both weapons are instantly reloaded and gain infinite reserve ammo in all weapons for 15 seconds. Their first skill is Quick Draw. When activated, the Gunslinger pulls out a hidden 6-shooter and unloads up to 6 rounds from the hip, dealing massive damage per shot. A single press of the button fires towards all enemies in view, with the rounds divided evenly among all targets. Holding and releasing the button, on the other hand, aims the weapon manually for full control over all shots fired. The Gunslinger's second skill is Side Wheel. This calls upon the power of the Desert Sidewinder snake and cranks up aiming and movement speed, weapon draw and swap speed, and automatically reloads weapons when you switch to them. The third skill is Bullet Storm. This ability unleashes the full power and speed of the Gunslinger. Traditional firearms become fully automatic, and bows and crossbows gain 50% increased projectile speed and 25% critical chance. Bullet Storm also increases the fire rate and reload speed of all weapons for 20 seconds. Players need never worry about running out of bullets thanks to the Gunslinger's unique archetype trait, Ammo Reserves, which increases total ammo capacity. The Gunslinger is a master of firearms and a DPS king. If you're a player that enjoys rapid gunplay and DPS builds, this may just be the class for you. Next up is the Medic. The Medic is the ultimate support class, a master at healing and relics. Their perks are designed around keeping the team alive and in the fight. The cornerstone to their healing abilities is the prime perk Regeneration. After restoring 250 total health to themselves or to allies, the Medic regains a relic charge, allowing them to continually regenerate health and buff the team. Their first skill is Wellspring. Upon using this ability, the Medic channels healing energy into their fist, punching a hole in the ground and creating a 3-meter healing spring area of effect, which slowly restores health over time to anyone standing within the circle. An effective way to heal multiple members of the team at once, but limited by its size and static nature. The Medic's second skill is Healing Shield. With this ability, the Medic quickly expels healing energy to shield all allies within 25 meters for 100% of their max health for 10 seconds. While shielded, allies also regenerate health over time. Healing Shield is a great option to protect an ally dangerously low on health and a good way to provide healing to a mobile party member. Their third skill is Redemption. This is the Medic's ultimate healing ability. It unleashes a 30-second shockwave that revives downed allies and restores 75% of their overall health. The ability can also be charged by holding down the button, making the healing more potent over time. If revived, allies can't be revived again by Redemption for another 150 seconds, so it is definitely important to pick and choose your moments to revive revive downed allies carefully. Your medic's unique archetype trait is Triage, which increases healing effectiveness. Players who enjoy playing support roles and keeping their entire team alive and in the fight will enjoy the medic class, providing sustainability for the team that no other archetype can provide. Finally, you have the Hunter archetype. The Hunter focuses on long-range, precision-based gameplay. They can easily identify targets and eliminate them. Their perks are designed around making every hit count and capitalizing on each opportunity. The Hunter's unique prime perk is Dead to Rights. This perk synergizes nicely with your abilities, as dealing ranged weak spot damage extends the duration of all active Hunter skills. The Hunter also has a unique ability called Marking. This makes all marked targets visible for the team, even through walls, and increases crit damage and chance for all allies. The Hunter's first skill is Hunter's Mark. When activating this skill, the Hunter sends out an aura that automatically applies Mark to all enemies within a 35-meter radius, while activated Hunters also gain a 15% increased range and melee damage. The second ability is Hunter's Focus. Continuously aiming down sights uninterrupted and without shooting causes the Hunter to enter a focused state. This automatically marks the target and also reduces weapon spread, recoil and sway by 75%, and greatly increases ranged and ranged weak spot damage and crit chance for 20 seconds. The Hunter's third skill is Hunter's Shroud. This activates a type of cloak, reducing enemy awareness that makes the Hunter harder to hit when moving. It is a great ability to get out of a sticky situation and relocate to a more advantageous position. Exiting Shroud applies Mark to all enemies within a 10-meter radius and grants Ambush, which greatly increases all ranged and melee damage by 50%, allowing you to take out enemies quickly before they realize you're there. The Hunter's unique archetype trait is Long Shot, which increases the effective range of all firearms. Players that enjoy precision-based combat and picking at their enemies from a distance will definitely enjoy the Hunter. So there you have it. That's just an overview of the starting classes available in Remnant 2. Each class looks like a lot of fun to play and will definitely synergize well if you're playing with friends. Which class will you be checking out first? Please let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful and informative. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. As I won't have a regular upload schedule right now due to my neck and back, you might also want to make sure that you ding that notification bell so that you do find out when I upload new content in the future. Thanks as always for your continued support. It is hugely appreciated. Have a great day everyone. Take care and as always, happy gaming. Bye guys. I should go.